I've put a bit of washing on. I thought I'd put it on a 30-minute spin, but it seems to have been on a 3-hour spin, which is a bit annoying because it's only the cat's things. Anyway, welcome back to the little Welsh cottage here at the head of the Rhondda Fawr in South Wales. I've just had a parcel. Another one. They're slowly coming to the end now. I was talking to a gardener last night. I went to the gardening club. And I said, as much as I want to get things in, I think I've missed the boat. But obviously I'm still getting to know what it's like to garden in Wales as compared to being in London. And in London, you would have your runner beans in by now. And I said, I'm tempted to throw some runner beans in and just see what happens. And they all said, because of the cold weather that we've had, because it's cold again today, it's only been in the last half an hour, it started to warm up. They said, nobody's put their beans in. They've only started doing it in the last few days. So I think if I can get a bit of oil, then I can get on and create a garden for this summer. So these have just turned up. And I think I ordered 2 more. I haven't got my phone on me, so I can't check. But these are roses. Now, when I ordered the Chandos Beauty again, I went to a different company. And they had a sale on, where if you bought 3 roses, you got a 4th one free, or you bought 3 roses, you got one of them free, something like that. I can't remember. So this is part of that order. So now I'm going to get spiked as I try and get these out. But just look how good this is compared to that one we got before. Try to be careful and you'll find out why when I pull the next one out. So this one, look, see, a nice big pot. This is Fry's roses, and this is called Peach Melba, and a beautiful specimen. Now this is what I was looking for that Chandos Beauty, something with a bit of weight on it. So we'll pop that to one side. So I think I bought 3 or 4, so this must obviously just be part of the order. But look at this one here. Again, try and do this without getting spiked. What I'm going to do is, all these companies that I'm buying from, I will put a list on my blog of all the ones that I would go back to. And again, look how beautiful that is. Beautiful specimen. And in a day, that will certainly jump up. Right, has that snapped? Okay, one of them has snapped off, but that's perfectly fine. I'll just pop that into a bowl of water. And this variety is called Burning Desire. And it's got buds on it. So I will give these, before I take these down to the homestead, I will give these a thorough, good soak. So that means there must be 2 more coming in the post. I'm trying something new this week, where the stuff that I've ordered, I've earmarked to only turn up on one day. It's a new thing that I'm trying out, where you can go through the Amazon thing and then it says, do you want it tomorrow? And I've discovered there's a button that can say, no, I want it on Thursday, or I want it on a Friday. And apparently they store all the parcels up, so they all come on the same day. And it's quite appropriate that my roses have turned up, because on Saturday I am going to go to the Rhondda Rose Show. There's a rose show on about 2 miles down the valley, so I thought I could take my bike there and I could cycle down and take you down and show you the wonders of roses in the Rhondda. Right, let's pop this outside then and give it a thorough good watering. And maybe I'll water myself as well with a nice cup of tea. I was just looking on my phone to see what I actually ordered. And I've ordered 4 roses. And then literally, there's a knock at the door. It's a different guy than the one came 10 minutes ago. And a different van. So I'm wondering if this is the second half of that order. He asked whether it was a box of soil, because he said his van is covered in earth. So I'm hoping nothing has fallen out. It is a bit battered and bruised. Right, yes, there is soil everywhere. Right, the cleaner is definitely coming out today. But this looks like the other half. Right, I'm going to go the long way and just cut it down the side. I do need to get a Stanley knife. I think it'll be a lot easier. This little scissors is all well and good. But beautiful. Hold on. Just put that. Get the hands in and give it a go to rip. Look at that. Look how beautiful these are. Right, which one is... Look, I feel as if I'm at the Chelsea Flower Show with the quality of these. Not that other thing we had. Pop these in the garden and I'll be having flowers within a week or 2. Right, so this one, this is the Chandos Beauty. And what a beautiful plant that is. And look, full of buds. Again, from Fry's, the same people as before. And again, it needs a thorough watering. So what I may do, yes, I think I will do it. And I'll show you as well. Because it's quite a handy hint for when you buy things. And this one, and this variety is called Rhapsody in Blue. And they're all very highly scented. But I'll show you this little trick of mine. Be careful not to get them tied up. And I'll pop this next door so I can process it in a few days when the rubbish collection man comes. There you go. So we now have a bit of compost to add to the straw. Right, come on. Follow me. They send them out dry because it's a lot cheaper than sending out a heavy pot that's full of water. So what I like to do is give them a bath. And I'll get the other 2 that I've got outside as well. And we'll do them all at the same time. And I'll just pop them in here. And I'll put the water on. And give them a thoroughly good soak for about an hour. Right, let me just put that soil back in. There you go. And let me get the ones from outside as well. I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden, but you're getting one anyway. There we have it. A bath full of roses. That looks quite attractive. I might enter that into the Tate Museum. Or maybe the Turner Prize. A bath of roses. I don't know how I come up with them. I amaze myself. Just look at the amount of bud that is waiting to burst. So we'll just fill it up a few inches. There we go. Leave that there for a good hour now for them to soak. Inside her little cave. Trying to sleep. I was just about to leave and another parcel came. I think after this week I'm going to have to put myself on a detox. I might give my phone to somebody so I don't go online. But you know, when you find a good company, you want to support them. So we had roses this morning, and now this afternoon we're back to one-click plants. And what do we have in here? Ah, rightio. Oh, right. I saw a plant a while ago, and it reminded me of Rusty, you know, the allotment cat who died back in January after about 18 years. And I saw it and I thought, I'm going to buy that and put it in the homestead. But everywhere I went, I couldn't find it. And then it was on one-click plants. And I thought, I'm going to buy that. So let me see if I can get it out. Because apparently there's 3 plants snuggled in here. So let's look at the first one. Oh, there's a tiny bit of soil about to drop. Oh, right, okay. I got my head around now how they've packed them. So we have number 1. I must say, this one-click plants, they must have a fetish for packing things really well. If I didn't have a scissors, I couldn't get in here. But it's better to be packed really well than to be packed half-arsed, like that one we had from Sarah Raven the other week. Right, here we go. So we have a bit of grass to begin with. This isn't the one that I bought in memory of Rusty, but this is an ornamental grass called Red Baron. So that will give more of a show in the autumn. And the other thing I've bought is, I think this is a grass as well. I'm going to sit down at some point and work out how these are all going to be planted in the garden. And that is a north wind grass. So this goes at the back of the border. Look at that. Be able to sit, feel the wind going through that. But here it is. This is the thing I've bought in memory of Rusty the allotment cat. Okay, we'll ignore the mess that's been made. I don't think it'll come to any surprise, but the next video after this might be a house cleaning video. But look at this. This is an Acer called Orange Dreams. And that is a very sturdy looking plant. Let me just step back for you to see the whole thing. Look at that. That is absolutely wonderful. Full of bushes. And you can already see the colours up there. I'll put on screen a picture of what I can see here. Orange Dream. And that is really stunning, that is. This will be known as the Rusty tree from now on. Pop that to one side. We can have a good look at it. Look at that. So I'll sit down and I'll work out a sort of plan, because you don't want to put something like this at the back of the border and then in front of it put some of this grass, because the grass will grow taller than this in the short term, but in the long term that will be quite big. But I will work out. I'll sit down over a nice cup of tea and work out where things need to go. I got woken up quite early this morning because of a fly that was stuck between the window and the curtain, and I could hear it buzzing, so I had to get up to open it. And today there's quite a few flies. Well, as I say 4, I can see 3 here. And I'm thinking maybe it's because of all this, there's more flowers in the house than there is in the garden. So, right, cup of tea, and then at some point today I'm going to have to start moving things down to the homestead. Well, it's a beautiful morning here in Wales today, and the new patisserie and coffee house is opening this morning, so I thought I would have my breakfast down there and go and try them out. So I've just come downstairs and I thought I'll have a quick shower before I leave, but I forgot that these were here, so I'm going to have to do some rearranging before I jump in the shower. Now, what I did before I went to bed last night, I pulled the plug out just so that they weren't sat in water, and they've all enjoyed this little drink. Look at all the buds on there. So first of all, I'm going to have to remove them, then I'll go down, have some breakfast, then I'll come back, and then hopefully I can get all this to the homestead, because tomorrow I have to stay in all day, because I've tried this new thing where whatever you buy off Amazon, rather than having it the next day, this week I have nominated Thursday as the day that I stay in and collect them, rather than having to stay in every single day. So I'll let you know how that works. But first of all, I need to get my plants out of my bath.
To wash your hands. Remember to wash your hands. Every time you've been around playing with friends, remember to wash your hands. Remember to wash with soap. Remember to wash with soap. When you wash your hands after blowing your nose, remember to wash with soap. And count to 20 at least. Count to 20 at least. Wash your hands and always count to 20 at least. Oh, oh, oh. Bring it on, sing along to the hand washing song.
Everything looks lovely, doesn't it?
It's absolutely glorious. This garden here featured on Ground Force on an episode with Alan Titchmarsh. If I can find it, I'll put a link below. So after my breakfast, I popped down to the little community garden there. Give us a smile as I pass. Had a cup of tea with them, and if anybody's in the area and you need some tomato seedlings, they've got plenty there. But now I'm going to head home because it's getting a bit too hot. Whew. Such a nice relaxing day. I nearly forgot that I need to go and collect my eggs from the farmer. I was nearly home and then I realised, oh yes, it's Wednesday. Been a nice relaxing day today, just walking around the high street, chatting to new faces and meeting viewers. Right, I'm going to get these eggs and I'll be back with you in a moment. I've just seen the postman as well. I'll have a quick word with him as well. So I've just seen the postman. He has said there is a mountain of mail to bring over. So he's going to bring it over tomorrow. So I think the next video might be an unboxing video. Right, let's go and have a word with Farmer Slade. I've just woken up from a little afternoon sleep. At the patisserie this morning, I thought I'd treat myself to a cake. So I had a beautiful lemon cake and okay, maybe I had a macaroon as well. But that's sent me off to sleep this afternoon. Just goes to show how clean my body was of sugar. So they will be a treat once a month, I think. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow because it is summer solstice tomorrow. And I'm trying to decide, do I walk up Pen Peak and see the sunrise? Obviously it depends on the weather. If I wake up and it's raining, I'll go back to sleep. Do I go up the Bulk and see it from there? Because I thought, I've got the bike. I've got the lights on, I've got the helmet, so I can go off and have an adventure. So I'm just trying to work out. But now, because it's got very hot, and what's the time? 5:15. It's still warm. I was hoping it would cool down a bit. I've got 1 or 2 more plants coming Thursday, I think. Thursday's a big day. I've tried this thing where you can get your Amazon deliveries on a specific day. So I've arranged for Thursdays, the day that I stay in and take all the deliveries. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes tomorrow. And also as well, I think I mentioned this earlier, I bumped into the postman and he said there is a pile of post waiting at the post office box. So he's going to bring that over tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day in the house. So if it is warm, then that's fine. So I'll go off for the sunrise and then I'll be back in the house by about 7 o'clock, I think. Maybe even earlier, because what time is the sunrise? 3:45, something like that. So by the time you're watching this, I could be back in the house, probably in bed, catching up on sleep. But I thought, as it's cooling down now, I will take the plants down to the homestead. So there we have it. Brought the first of the flowers down, and I must say, they're looking well at home. Right, I'm going to go home and get the rest of the plants and bring them down. So I will catch up with you in the next video in a few days. So from me until then, bye for now.